Hi, everybody. My name is Jessica Almeida. I'm a librarian at UMass Law Library. Today, we're doing a scholarly research workshop on using Primo. Primo is our library catalog, and it's a great place for you to find books and articles. First, though, before we get started, we always start in the Twin account. So if you go into Westlaw and you go into Twin, you can find our scholarly research for law students. This is a repository of all sorts of goodies. If you are doing your upper level writing, maybe an independent legal research project, or just a seminar paper, this is just a lot of different readings, videos, all sorts of good stuff to get you started to help you with your research. Today, I'm going to be looking at the research tab. We have two book chapters that are specifically about research strategies. We have the Scholarly Legal Research Library Guide. So if you go ahead and click on that, that will bring you to our guide. And today we're going to be finding books and, of course, finding some articles through Primo. Another great thing about the Twin account is our scholarly research checklist. This is just a number of places that you can look for sources for your paper. It's also a great way to stay organized. So for today's topic, I know many students are doing a paper for post-conviction remedies, for the post-conviction remedies class. So today's topic, I'm going to look at racial bias in eyewitness identification. My keywords are probably going to be eyewitness identification, race, and bias. I think that's good for now, but if I have any synonyms as I start doing my research, I'll add those. And then, of course, I'll come up with a thesis, my own original spin on the topic. Today, we're going to be looking at numbers 8 and 9, books and interdisciplinary databases, which we will visit through Primo. Great way to stay organized. Make sure you have your source citations. You can take summary and notes right in here. And this is available on the Twin account. And you just go in and download it. It's a Word document. So you can use it for however you would like to use it. Okay, so let's get started. On the library website is Primo, our library catalog. So I am going to put in eyewitness identification, race, and bias. So those are all of my keywords. Now remember, don't be married to your keywords. You might have to change them up every once in a while to get different results, especially if you're not getting the results you think you should be getting. Then definitely work on your keywords. And if you're having trouble, always reach out to a librarian. We're happy to help. Okay, so it looks like we have 102 results. And then I'm going to use these facets on the right-hand side to narrow my search. Now, it's going to tell me that I have 92 articles, 1 conference proceedings, dissertation, thesis, newsletter, and articles. Now, I'm really just interested in the articles. I'm specifically interested in peer-reviewed articles. So I'm going to click on peer-reviewed as well. And that's going to give me 86 results. So at this point, you can continue to narrow this down. Maybe you want to do it by publication date. Maybe you want something a little bit more recent. We're going to click refine. Now we have 36. That's definitely easier to work through. So let's work through some of these potential causes of racial disparities, wrongful convictions based on mistaken identity. This looks perfect. This looks right on topic. 3-level meta-analysis of other race-based race bias and facial identification. That sounds right up my alley too. The characteristics and results of eyewitness identification procedures conducted during robbery investigations in Houston, Texas. Also, right on my topic. So I'm going to want to look at these, read through them, decide if it's a source that I want for my paper. You can easily go into the article. You can download the PDF right from the catalog, nice and easy. It's just going to take us through the lib key. You may have to sign in, especially if you're off campus. And there's your article. This one's actually through Hein Online, which is one of our library databases. Now, if you have too many, if you still have too many results to look through, you can continue to go through these facets on the right-hand side. You can go through the subject. You can refine the dates. So you get a narrower search, and then you don't have as many results that you need to look through. Remember, if you find an article that you think is amazing, it's right on topic, it's the best source you have, two things you should do. The first one is look through the footnotes or the references and make sure you look through it for other sources. And the next thing you can do is take the title and put it into Google Scholar. Google Scholar has a Cite By button. So once you find it in Google Scholar, you click on the Cite By button, and it will give you articles that are similar to your title. Let's do one right now. Let's see if I can steal this. This article is from 2016. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in Google Scholar. Here it is. It's been, if you see right here under the purpose and where it says show more, cited by 12. So let's, ooh, excuse me. Here it's cited by 12. So these are 12 articles that is cited the previous article. And so you can go through these and see if anything else is relevant to your topic. This first one says rethinking the reliability of eyewitness memory. I think that's probably something you might want to look at. So just going to work through these. The basic science of eyewitness identification. That's probably a great source if you're talking about maybe the history or the science behind it and how it came about. That would be a great source. If there is no full text access, so you come across maybe a paywall or you can't figure out how to get the article, please send it to lawlib@umassd.edu. Just give us the basic information, the title, the author, the, where you found it, that sort of thing. And then we'll try to find it for you. If we can't find it, we'll request it through interlibrary loan and get it from another library and get you a copy. All right, so we're going to go back into Primo. I'm going to do a new search. This time I'm going to do one for books. Now, if you remember the last one, really nothing for books came up. So I'm just going to do one for eyewitness. And it looks like eyewitness testimony came up, but I'm going to put in identification again. But we could try testimony as well. And there's one book. So not great, but it's on eyewitness identification, legal and practical problems. Of course, it's from 1972. So you can definitely take a look at it. It's the second floor of the library, but this might not be the perfect source for your paper. So let's try eyewitness testimony this time and see what comes up. Let's click that again. Sorry about that. Here we go. So there's 119 books. Let's take a look. So nothing's really coming up right away. It seems like a lot of history books. So let's try to use our facets to try to figure out if there's anything. Let's do from 2000. We're going to refine that. So we're just changing the dates up. Maybe let's choose a subject. Let's see if they have anything on law. Oh, look at this, law 8. Let's click on that. This one might be interesting. It's available online. It's open access. The Popular Policeman in Other Cases, Psychological Perspectives on Legal Evidence. That might be interesting. Intermediaries in the Criminal Justice System, Improving Communication for Vulnerable Witnesses and Defendants. Also available online through our catalog. I think that might be all the results. Let me take a look. Yeah, there were only 8 results. So maybe not as many books as we would like, but a few for us to take a look at. Maybe instead of, the eyewitness testimony angle, let's look at the racial bias angle and see if we can find some books on that. Or let's take out testimony and do eyewitness bias. All right. And there's 19 books. So let's take a look. Ooh, look at this. Blind Injustice. A former prosecutor exposes the psychology and politics of wrongful convictions. That's definitely a book I want to look at. Let's click see all versions. So it looks like it's available online. It's also available through the Kearney Library. This is a great time to tell you that as a law student, if you see one that's from Kearney, you can email us at LawLib. We'll reach out to the Kearney Library and they can send it to us through inter-office mail. It takes about 3 to 5 days for it to arrive. Or you can, if you prefer to get it sooner, you can drive over to the Kearney Library and just remember to bring your UMass pass so you can check the book out. But this is also available online. I'm just going to click through JSTOR. So here it just has some information. The copyright date's 2017, who it was published by, how many pages it is, etc. And then it gives you a table of contents and you can download it by chapter. So for your book, for your article, you might only need a chapter or two to cite to, depending on what you use it for. Okay. Back to the catalog, and we can go back to our results list. convicting the innocent where criminal prosecutions go wrong. This one looks like it's the Clear T Carney. It's available online. We also have a copy in our collection. If you're off campus, you can always send us an email. We'll pull it for you, pull it off the shelf for you and put it on the hold shelf. That way, next time you're on campus, you just have to go by the information desk and pick it up. So as I'm going, I'm not saying, it's always by relevance. So I'm not saying any more relevant titles. So I'm going to stop here. But the best way to do this is just to continue to play with your keywords, to put them into your search bar, and then to use your facets to narrow your search. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. You can stop by the desk. You can call us. It's 508-985-1121. Or you can email us at lawlib@umassd.edu. Have a great day.